Hello family, welcome back to my channel. Thank you so much for coming back. My name is Victoria, and on this channel we'll talk about health, lifestyle, school challenges, and a little bit of everything. Feel free to join my family by clicking on the red subscribe button and turn on your notification bell to know whenever I post any new video. On today's video we'll be talking about diabetes mellitus, which is also known as diabetes. Now, what is diabetes mellitus? Diabetes mellitus is a chronic metabolic disease characterized by elevated level of blood sugar. We can as well say that diabetes mellitus is a group of disease that affect how your body uses blood glucose or blood sugar. Glucose is very important to our health because it's an important source of energy for cells that make up our muscles and our tissue. And it's also our brain's main source of fuel. Now let's look at type of diabetes. In diabetes, we have chronic diabetes condition and we have potential reversible diabetes condition. In chronic diabetes, which is number 1, we have type 1 and type 2 diabetes. Then in potential reversible diabetes, we have prediabetes and gestational diabetes. Diabetes is a very wide topic which we won't discuss in just one video because each type of diabetes has its own symptoms, causes, and treatment. So treating it in just one video will make the video too long, and I don't want the video to be long. Now, to understand the causes of diabetes, we need to understand how glucose is being processed in our body and also the work of insulin. What is insulin? Insulin is a hormone that is being produced by the pancreas. Now, what is pancreas? It's a gland that is being located behind our stomach or your stomach, and it allows our body to use glucose for energy. That is what pancreas is. Now, let's look at how insulin works. First, the pancreas will secrete insulin into the bloodstream. The insulin will now circulate, enabling sugar to enter your cells. You can call it sugar or glucose. Insulin lowers the amount of sugar in our bloodstream. As our blood sugar drops, so does the secretion of insulin drops in our pancreas. Insulin also helps to balance our blood glucose level. When there is too much glucose in our bloodstream, insulin will now signal the body to store the excess glucose in the liver. This can be released when our body is stressed, when our system needs extra boost, or when we have not eaten for a long while. So this stored glucose can now be released. Now let's look at the role or use of glucose. First, glucose comes from 2 major sources. Number 1 is from our food, and number 2 is from the liver. It's a source of energy. We all know that even from primary school, we know that glucose is a source of energy for the muscles and for the tissue. Glucose is absorbed into the bloodstream, and with the help of insulin, it will now circulate into the cells. Your liver stores and makes glucose, and when your blood glucose is low, your liver will now break down the stored glycogen into glucose in order to keep your glucose level to a normal range. Now, I just want us to understand 3 things in today's video, so that subsequent video on diabetes mellitus, we won't go back to discuss glucose and insulin, and that will make us to flow with the condition of diabetes, causes, type, and how we can avoid it. So I want us to just get the first stage, which is knowing what glucose is, how glucose works, and at the same time knowing what insulin is and the work of insulin. Number 1 thing I want us to know is this: insulin is a hormone that is being produced by pancreas, and its work is to move glucose from your bloodstream into the cell for energy and storage. Number 2, insulin lowers the amount of sugar in your bloodstream and also helps balance your blood glucose. Lastly, diabetes occurs when your body does not produce enough insulin, or when your body does not use the insulin properly that your body produced. Today's video is just like an introduction to diabetes mellitus. Next video we'll talk about diabetes type 1, type 2, prediabetes, and gestational diabetes. And we also know the causes, prevention, treatment, and everything we need to know about diabetes and when you can say that diabetes has crossed the borderline. Thank you so much for being part of my channel today. To my returning subscribers, I say a very big thank you to you guys. To my visiting friends, thank you so much for stopping by. Please don't leave without subscribing. And please don't forget to click on the red subscribe button to subscribe to my channel and turn on the notification bell to know whenever I post any new video. See you on my next video. Bye bye.